History of Nazareth Speedway. Nazareth Speedway is in Pennsylvania. It started out as half-mile horse track at the Northampton County Fairgrounds in the 1850s. Was relocated to a more spacious area in the 1900s and began to host polo automobile events in the 1910s. After the Great Depression, it hosted the first large race at the track that was hosted by the American Automobile Association in 1947 that included 35 cars that attracted a crowd of 11,000 spectators. Jerry Fried purchased the fairgrounds and added additional events like demolition derbies and enduro races in 1952. The reconditioned Speedway reopened for a 25-lap stock car race on June 8th. Fried purchased 68 acres of property from the Farrow family for $88,500 in 1960 and established Nazareth National Speedway. Semi-banked 1.125-mile D-shaped dirt oval that was open for dirt, midget, sprint, and stock car races in April of 1966. Frankie Snyder, who was a veteran driver, won the first race. July of 1969, Mario Andretti won the USAC Nazareth 100 on the same day while the town of Nazareth celebrated his Indy 500 win. It was the last championship race at the track. The track tried to open for the 1970 season, but went bankrupt on April 19th and closed in 71. December of 1973, Wakanda and Westcott bought the track from the surf sale for $225,000 to redevelop the track into an industrial park. The proposal failed and was sold for $205,000 in 1979 by the surf sale. 10 years later, Racing Sanction Corporation of America, a group made by Lindy Vicari, Ronca, and Westcott, purchased Nazareth National Speedway for $480,000 in late 1981. The smaller Nazareth Speedway was being operated by Fried, who was on a lease agreement with Lanco, who owned the property. Residents protested around the track, while Mackay refurbished the facilities and shortened the 1.125-mile to a 1-mile track in 1982. The inaugural event, Triple Hundreds, was between the 7th and 10th of October. Vicari shortened the track to host a series of high-paying special events for USAC's Dirt and Modified Cars Championships, and for the races to draw large crowds. Carl Collins won the last 40-lap race for the modified cars on April 29, 1984. 1985, the facility went bankrupt. September of 86, Nazareth National Speedway was purchased from NASCAR Hall of Fame owner Roger Penske, who bought it from the Bank of Pennsylvania. Groundbreaking and renovations at Pennsylvania International Speedway was held on the 16th of October. The constructed to a paved racing surface on the former 1.125-mile dirt track featured banking of 2.7 degrees and 6 degrees, and a warm-up lane to enter and exit of the pit lane. A first for an oval track, the inaugural race at Pennsylvania National Speedway was won by Michael Andretti on September 20th, 1987. NASCAR's Xfinity Series, which was known as the Bus Series, began racing on the site in '88. Nazareth Speedway was sold and redeveloped into Lanco in the same year. Pennsylvania National Speedway was renamed to Nazareth Speedway in 1993. 1997, the facility received significant investments, bleachers, walls, grandstands on the front stretch, was rebuilt and replaced with new high-rise grandstands with an additional 10,000 prime seats. 1998, the remaining wall of the backstretch was rebuilt, followed with an enlargement of the media center and the infield garage in 98 and 99, with retaining wall, grandstands, and catch fencing. The track faced controversy when it violated the construction permits, which led to cease and desist orders from the township. May of 1999, International Speedway Corporation, ISC, parent company of NASCAR, acquired Penske Motorsports for $660 million in cash, stock, and debt. ISC discontinued races at Nazareth due to poor financial prospects after 2004. The Bus Series held a race on the 15th, 16th of May, while IndyCar had August 27th to the 29th for a race which was the last races at the track. ISC went to other venues for their events. May of 2007, the grandstands and signage was removed from the track. November of 2015, the Track Property LLC purchased the track with a long-term goal to redevelop the property for residents and warehouses. There's the history of Nazareth Speedway. Hope you enjoy.